take off your clothes. Okay, are you naked? Are you naked right now? Okay, that was completely inappropriate, but are you naked? So if you've been struggling with low motivation, if you spend your days wasting away on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, let's be honest, who watches those? And you can't get yourself to do anything, no matter how hard you try, I made this video especially for you. I've been in your position for like way too many times, and that has made me perfect my formula for getting out of your position. So today, that is what we're going to be talking about, how to get out of a rut. But before that, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I make personal development content, so basically all the ways you can think of about bettering your life. And I also make book reviews and book recommendations because I love reading. If those sound like things that you'd be interested in, please click the subscribe button below. Thank you. Hey, it's okay. It's really okay that you spend all the time in your bed doing nothing. Your body needed the rest and your brain just needed a break from this life. Do not dwell on the past. Like, I know you think it's a very horrible way to spend your time, but please, let's stop thinking about it and stop dwelling on it. Don't beat yourself up for that, okay? Number 2, stop waiting for motivation. I mean, you're never gonna feel like getting out of your comfortable bed and out of your comfortable pajamas. And I mean, that's understandable. You've been in that position for a while now, and those blankets are really warm. So like, just stop waiting to feel like it. But the feeling that you have now that made you click on this video, that's enough to get you going. Feeling sick of just wasting your time, that's enough of a feeling to get you going. So we'll use that. Number 3, be realistic. Don't expect yourself to just get out of bed and run the marathon. Don't expect yourself to go to the gym and do a hard 2-hour workout session. You've been rotting in bed for like the longest time, so don't expect yourself to have the energy to do all of those things. So take it one step at a time. What we're looking for is progress. If you did more today than you did yesterday, that's progress, and you're gonna be proud of that because I am proud of that. Okay, so now this is the actionable part of the video. You're not just gonna listen this time, you're gonna take action. And if you're not gonna take action on this actionable part, why are we even here? You and me, why are we even here? Do you even wanna get out of this rut? Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a piece of paper, your journal, or your phone, like anything to write on. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna write, get out of bed. Okay? We're creating a to-do list. So get out of bed. Take off your clothes. Okay, are you naked? Are you naked right now? Okay, that was completely inappropriate, but are you naked? Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Anyways, you're gonna write, get out of bed, take off your clothes, take a shower, like write every single little step on that to-do list. Tailor it to you. Maybe you need to, after taking a shower, you need to pick up some dishes lying around, or you need just write every single small, like very small, very doable things that you would usually not put on a to-do list. Write those. Now make the list, maybe like 12 items, I don't know. Just make a list of all the very little steps. And then after that, you're gonna do the things. You're gonna get up, you're gonna put on your shoes, you're gonna take off your clothes, and you're gonna take a shower, and you're gonna actually do all of those things until we are at a point where you've showered, you are clean, and your room is clean. So if there are dirty dishes, you've done the dishes. Now we're at a point where you're feeling clean and your room is clean. Okay, now take out your journal, which you should have. If you don't have one, a piece of paper will do. And then in here, you're going to reflect on how do you feel now, not just like physically, mentally, emotionally, how do you feel, and how did you feel when you were rotting in bed, physically, emotionally, and maybe you felt guilty for not doing anything. You just gonna explore your feelings, and then you're gonna write like what led to the what, like how did you get there? Were you frustrated at work? Did you feel overwhelmed? Was it after exam season, which you deserve it? Like you truly should have just laid in bed if it was after exam season. Anyways, just write what led to the event, okay? And then after that, you're gonna make a plan on how to get back to your routine. Remember, I said be realistic, so don't just put everything like your 10-step morning routine back on the following day. But what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get up, and then you're gonna make a plan on what you're gonna do for the next following days to get back to your routine. What I highly suggest you do is first you start with a set bedtime, because that's how usually the cycle starts there. It's a domino effect. Once you let go of your bedtime, and then that affects your whole day the next day. So firstly, set a strict and be strict with us. Set your bedtime, and then if you need to wake up at a certain time, and also your alarm, and stick to those. Maybe for 3 days, that's all you're gonna do. If you don't have the energy and this all feels overwhelming, that is what you're gonna do. So for the next 3 days, you're gonna set your bedtime and stick to it. Stick to it. Be disciplined enough to stick to it. Okay? And then set your morning alarm and stick to that. Do not bring your phone to your bed, either at night or the morning, because what happens is you get on your phone, you don't get off your phone until after you set bedtime, and then what happens, that affects your morning, and then you're like, I'm already late, like I was supposed to get up at 6 a.m. and it's like 8 a.m. now, so like what's the point? And then you scroll on your phone the following day, and that just perpetuates the cycle. So my love, my dear, please just have the discipline to not bring your phone to bed, and stick to your set bedtime and your morning time, your morning wake up time. And then after that, you're gonna start adding things back to your morning routine and your night routine, and structure your day accordingly. Okay, so now let's get to the things that we're gonna do to prevent this from happening in the future. You know what? Let's be disciplined. Okay, let's be disciplined. Let's stop looking to our emotions to make the decisions for the day. Let's just stop taking into consideration how we feel about things. Let's stop listening to the inner voice telling us that, oh my god, the bed is so cozy, let's not wake up, maybe another hour. Let's stop listening to that voice. Just have the discipline to do what you're gonna do. Make a plan and follow the plan. Okay, follow through. You're gonna build self-trust, you're gonna build self-confidence, just overall better yourself. Another thing you can do is pair your distractions with something productive. So for example, for me, my guilty pleasure is Netflix. Well, it's not a guilty. Somebody said, why are you feeling guilty about your pleasure? Well, for me, it's because when I have a Netflix subscription and I start watching a series, I don't stop until I finish the series. So that's why I feel guilty, and that can take like multiple days. That's why I felt guilty. But so for me, usually I'll take the series that I'm watching, and I'll exercise while watching the series. And maybe I'll have rules, and I'll clean and exercise while watching the series, and I'm like, I cannot watch the series while I'm doing nothing or like lying in bed. So I have to actually be doing something to watch the series. Those are boundaries that I have. while we're talking about that, that reminds me of something. Just don't set yourself up for failure. For example, this time around, I do not have a Netflix subscription because if I did, I would not study and I would not make any YouTube videos. Like, we wouldn't be here if I had a Netflix subscription. Because I've told you, like, when I start watching a series, I just have the inclination to finish the series, however long that takes. So that means I'll be in bed watching that series for however long it takes to finish it. So currently, I do not have a Netflix subscription. Maybe there are some things that distract you that you can temporarily remove from your life to stop that distraction while you need to focus on this particular thing. Something also I like to do to keep myself from getting in a rut is I change the settings. So I do not study at home. I go to the library during the day, or I work at a coffee shop during the day, so that my bedroom does not become a crime scene where I'm like, I am going to study in bed and then I watch Netflix for the next 3 days. So to avoid that, I go to the library and kind of create this separation in my life where I'm not in my room the whole day, because that is just a recipe for disaster. Also, something you can do is set screen limits on your various apps on Instagram, on YouTube, or whatever. And you can have an app where you have to have. Actually, I'm not too educated about the screen limit thing, because the thing is, when I need to focus, I've been doing this, like, I switch off my phone so that I don't receive any notifications. I don't have any inclination to take my phone, so I just switch it off and I put it in a drawer and lock the drawer for as long as I need to focus. But there are apps that you can set a screen limit for, and then once the time limit is up, they kick you off the app. I think something that is very helpful in not getting into a rut and not bed rotting is creating a routine. A routine that you love, a routine that you're comfortable with, a routine that makes you happy. Not actually makes you happy, but makes you feel less stressed. That's the ideal routine, a routine that reduces your stress levels significantly. So you need to find a daily, weekly, monthly routine that does that. And in your routine, you do have time every day to relax, time to, if you want to scroll on your phone, you scroll, time to watch Netflix, time to do the thing that you usually gravitate towards when you are in a rut. So you give yourself daily a daily dose of that, and that will prevent you from rotting in bed and doing the thing excessively. Another thing you can do is observe yourself, like what really leads to the rut. So something I did when I repeatedly found myself in my bed watching Netflix when I was supposed to be studying after school. I started a journal entry on my Notion, and I would observe how I was feeling, all the work I had to do. Like, why did because on other days I did come back from school and I studied, but on other days I did not. So I was kind of like curious. Was it a feeling? Was it the work that I had to do that day that correlated with me being on Netflix? So observe that. So no judgment. You just observe yourself and you see if maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, or the comfort that you are looking for when you're doom scrolling. Maybe there's a lot of work to do, or you avoiding that work, or maybe you're a perfectionist and you want to get that work done perfectly, so you do not do it. Like, observe what comes up for you. Why are you doing that? Like, why are you going on a rant and avoiding all your responsibilities? And once you know why you're doing it, you can have you can create a plan how to get out of it, and a plan how to prevent it that will work maybe 90% of the time. Once you have all the journal entries, you see a pattern, you can create a plan on, if I'm feeling like this, so the pattern, if I feel overwhelmed, this is what I'm going to do to prevent myself from getting into it. If there's a huge project that I feel overwhelmed by, this is what I'm going to do instead of avoiding it and going into a rut. I hope this video was helpful. So this was short and sweet. And now we're going to do the quote of the day. Our quote of the day is by Vita Emmett. And the quote goes, "The dread of doing a task takes up more time and energy than doing the task." Thank you for staying with me throughout the video. I really, really appreciate that, and I really, really love you and wish the best for you. Be disciplined and take action. Bye.